Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra is shaping up to be a game-changer, more RAM, innovative charging tech. This might just be the upgrade we've all been waiting for. But is it all too good to be true? Let's dive into the juicy details. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is making waves even before its launch, and the latest rumors are absolutely spicy. First up, the RAM situation. Samsung could be going big this time. Reports suggest that both the 512GB and 1TB variants of the S25 Ultra might come with a whopping 16GB of RAM. That's right, 16GB. The last time we saw this much RAM in a Samsung flagship was back in 2021 with the S21 Ultra. Since then, we've been capped at 12GB, even with the higher storage models. But the excitement doesn't end there. For those opting for the base 256GB model, don't worry. It's likely to come with 12GB of RAM. And here's more good news. The standard Galaxy S25 may also get a RAM boost, jumping from 8GB to 12GB, while the Plus model is expected to maintain 12GB across the board. However, let's keep our expectations tempered until Samsung makes an official announcement, because no one wants heartbreak over unconfirmed specs. Now let's talk about charging, because the Galaxy S25 series could be revolutionizing how we power up our devices. Last week, the European models of the Galaxy S25 Trio popped up at the FCC, confirming wireless charging. But here's the twist. It might not be the same old tech. According to leaks, the S25 series could support the Next-Gen Qi2 Charging standard. What makes Qi2 special? It introduces two profiles. The extended power profile, offering 15W charging without magnets, and the magnetic power profile, which uses magnets for alignment and attachment. Think Apple's MagSafe, but tailored for Android. So, will Samsung go all in with the magnetic power profile, or could it stick with non-magnetic Qi2? Whatever the case, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is looking like a serious contender for the most innovative phone of 2025. More power, smarter charging, and all-around premium vibes. It's safe to say the hype is real, but will it live up to expectations? Stay tuned, because the answers are just around the corner. Are you ready for it? What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. Recently, the Galaxy S25 Ultra and its 200-megapixel sensor were spotted on Camera FE5, giving us a detailed look at its camera specifications. The US carrier variant of the Galaxy S25 Ultra appeared in the Camera FE5 listing, showcasing details such as focal length, aperture, resolution, and more. Here's a closer look at the data. Lens, 23.2mm, 35mm equivalent. Provides a standard focal length for balanced perspective and sharpness. 6.3mm actual refers to the lens's physical focal length. f1.7 aperture. Enhances low-light performance and controls depth of field effectively. AIS, electronic image stabilization, ensures stable video recording and reduces image blur. Field of view, 75.70 horizontal, captures wide landscapes effortlessly. 60.50 vertical, complements the horizontal FOV for a balanced composition. 1x magnification factor, indicates no optical zoom for the primary lens. Sensor area, 71.9mm 2, provides ample light gathering capability, enhancing image quality. Pixel size, 2.4mm, indicates large individual pixels for better detail and reduced noise. Image output, maximum resolution, 4080 x 3060 px, delivers 12.5 megapixel images through 16:1 pixel binning. Picture format, JPG/DNG, supports both compressed and RAW formats for versatility. Focusing, auto/manual focus, offers flexibility for precise focus adjustments. Infinity focus, ideal for capturing distant subjects. Minimum focusing distance, 0.10 meters, allows for detailed close-up shots. Hyperfocal distance, 4.86 meters, maximizes depth of field for sharp focus over a wide range. Exposure and ISO, manual exposure range, 1/11,977 to 1/6 seconds, covers both ultra-fast and relatively slow shutter speeds. ISO range, 12-3200, provides adaptability to various lighting conditions. Maximum analog ISO, 1500, ensures good detail retention in high-sensitivity settings. The primary camera of the S25 Ultra features a 23.2mm equivalent focal length and an f1.7 aperture. By default, the sensor produces 12.5 megapixel images at a maximum resolution of 4080 x 3060 px, with a sensor area of 71.9 mm2. While the listing doesn't explicitly confirm the full resolution of the 200 megapixel sensor, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is expected to debut Samsung's updated ISOCELL HP2 image sensor, with improvements over its predecessors. In addition to the 200 megapixel primary sensor, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is rumored to include a new 50 megapixel ultra-wide lens, Samsung J3, a 10 megapixel telephoto lens, IMX754, with 3x optical zoom, a 50 megapixel periscope lens, IMX854, offering 5x optical zoom and up to 100x digital zoom. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. One thing we can confidently say about the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra's price is that it won't be cheap. Samsung's Ultra models have consistently featured top-tier components and, in recent years, have included impressive extras like Galaxy Eye and a built-in S Pen for on-screen creativity. Naturally, all of this comes with a premium price tag. So what do we know about the price of the Galaxy S25 Ultra? While the exact cost won't be confirmed until the phone officially launches early next year, there's enough information available to make a well-informed guess. The best-case scenario for potential buyers would be for the pricing to remain unchanged from last year. For reference, the Galaxy S24 Ultra starts at $1,299.99 for the 256GB model, going up to $1,659.99 for the 1TB version. Although this feels somewhat optimistic, and we'll discuss why shortly, there's one argument supporting this view. Last year's starting price of $1,299.99 was already a $100 hike over the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Samsung might decide that fans won't tolerate two significant price increases in consecutive years and choose to keep prices steady, possibly offsetting the US rate by higher costs in other regions. Unfortunately, there are two compelling reasons why the Galaxy S25 Ultra's price could still climb in 2025. First is inflation. The rising cost of goods and services hasn't gone unnoticed, and while inflation has slowed recently, smartphone manufacturers like Samsung aren't immune to increasing component prices. One major contributor to these rising costs is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite SoC, which is set to power all three Galaxy S25 models. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo estimated back in June that this chip could cost 25 to 30% more than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which has powered the best Android phones this year. Beyond the processor, there's the overall cost of materials. Last month, the Weibo leaker Setsuna Digital suggested that parts for the S25 Ultra could cost over $110 more. If this projection holds and the entire cost increase is passed on to consumers, the S25 Ultra's starting price could climb to $1,409. However, there are reasons to doubt this worst-case scenario. For starters, Samsung's scale gives it substantial bargaining power, enabling it to negotiate significant volume discounts with suppliers. More importantly, a $1,409 base price would make the S25 Ultra $210 more expensive than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Even with the Snapdragon 8 Elite's advantages, and they are considerable, such a price difference would be a risky commercial move. The reality likely lies somewhere between these two extremes. Samsung isn't a charity, nor is it unaffected by rising costs, so a price hike seems probable. That said, raising the price by $100 for a second consecutive year seems excessive. Taking everything into account, a starting price of $1,349 seems the most plausible outcome. However, we won't have confirmation until Samsung officially unveils the Galaxy S25 lineup, likely toward the end of next month. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. We're now going to run through the full specs design and the expected pricing to help you guys decide if it is worth the wait for my regular viewers. You guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here, then hit subscribe now, and we'll get right into it. So with the Galaxy S25, equipped with a 6.2-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display boasting a resolution of 2340x1080, shielded by Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for durability. For selfies, there's a 12-megapixel punch-hole front camera. Turning to the back, the phone features a 50-megapixel primary camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 10-megapixel telephoto lens. It will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 or possibly the Exynos 2500. The device offers 8 GB of RAM with storage choices of 128 GB or 256 GB, utilizing UFS 4.1 technology. The Galaxy S25 houses a 4000 mAh battery supporting 25 dB fast charging. Connectivity options include 5G support, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Operating on One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, the phone is expected to be released in January 2025 with an estimated price range of $800. Now let's introduce the Galaxy S25 Plus, featuring an impressive 6.7-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display with an upgraded Quad HD Plus resolution of 3088x1440. It incorporates Samsung's advanced M13 OLED panel safeguarded by Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and reinforced with aluminum 2.0 for added durability. For selfies, a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera takes the spotlight. On the back, you'll find a powerful camera setup with a 50-megapixel primary lens, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 10-megapixel telephoto lens. It's equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 or the Exynos 2500. The phone offers a substantial 12 GB of RAM with storage choices of 256 GB or 512 GB, utilizing UFS 4.1 technology. The Galaxy S25 Plus features a robust 4,900 mAh battery supporting 45 dB fast charging. Connectivity options include 5G support, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Operating on One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, the expected price for this device is around $1,150. Finally, let's explore the flagship of the lineup, the Galaxy S25 Ultra, showcasing a generous 6.9-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display with a crisp resolution of 3088x1440. It incorporates Samsung's advanced M13 OLED panel safeguarded by the durable Gorilla Glass Victus 2. For capturing stunning selfies, there's a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera. On the back, the phone features an outstanding camera setup, including a 200-megapixel primary lens, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, a 50-megapixel 3x telephoto lens, and a 10-megapixel telephoto lens with an impressive 10x optical zoom. Contrary to earlier rumors, it is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 across all regions, distinguishing it from the S24 and S24 Plus, which stick with the Exynos. The S25 Ultra offers a substantial 12 GB of RAM with storage choices of 256 GB, 512 GB, and 1 TB, leveraging UFS 4.1 technology. Housed within is a robust 5,000 mAh battery supporting swift 45 dB fast charging. Connectivity features encompass 5G support, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Operating on One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, this premium device is anticipated to launch with an approximate price tag of $1,199. Take all this info with a pinch of salt. If you find any mistakes or missing information in the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra specifications, please tell us. We're working hard to make sure everything is accurate, but sometimes errors can happen. Your feedback helps us improve. What are your thoughts on this?